Hey guys, Dan here and welcome back to the TheGamerShelter. I have Black Ops 2 for you. Kind of a special video because I'm not a big fan of Call of Duty, so, you know, this is kind of special that I'm doing this. But I was able to get Black Ops 2 a couple days before it came out, and I'm going to be going through kind of all the basics. I'm going to be going, I have a couple gameplays recorded that I'll be talking over. Kind of talk about how the game feels. You know, obviously it's going to feel like Call of Duty, but how it feels compared to the other ones, and talk about just how it works, how the multiplayer works really. And this one is going to be probably two separate videos because there's 4 things I need to talk about, so might as well do 2 and 2. And right here I'm just in the multiplayer menu, the beginning one, and I'm going to go to custom games because I actually already recorded this once, and I was under public match, and I went under, you know, create a class, and I was talking about it for you guys. And but not everything's unlocked, and I was just like, so I'll have to figure out what that is and tell you guys later and everything. And then I'm like, oh my god, I got done with the video and I'm like, Dan, you're an idiot, just click on custom game, and then everything's unlocked. so I'm going back and I'm making it again so that I can actually tell you guys what everything is. So the first 2 things I'm going to talk about is going to be create a class and Scorestreaks. I'll just pretty much go through everything that you need to know about these 2 things. So the custom class, this doesn't work like normal custom classes. It also, if you can see this, it's so clean. Like, oh, it looks so professional compared to any other COD. But anyway, I'll just go through all the weapons, all the attachments, all the perks, and how this whole system works. So first, I'll start off with primary weapons. You have, of course, the assault rifles first. You can read, you know, the stats if you want. I'll go through them really quick. But this is the MTAR, the Type 25, the 5.56, the FAL is back, the M27, the Scar H, SMR, M8A1, and AN94 from Battlefield. Those are the assault rifles. Next is shotguns. You'll see I just scroll down and you go through that list on the bottom of the screen. Shotguns, you have the R870, the S12 semi-auto, the KSG, and the M1216, M1216 probably, and that's fully auto right there. Darn it. It only gets 4 rounds though, it looks like it says, like before you have to reload, so that's good. Light machine guns, MK48, QBB, LSAT, and Hammer. And you know what I find pretty funny is that under all these it says fully automatic LMG, like you're gonna have a single shot light machine gun in Call of Duty, but in general. But next is the sniper rifles, the SVU semi-automatic, the DSR bolt action, the ballista bolt action. Oh, and actually you'll see this, the DSR is bolt action and it's deadly from the waist up, and the ballista is bolt action and it's deadly from the chest up, but with faster handling speeds. So you see there's actually a difference between the 2 right there. And I can tell you that I was using this one for like 2 matches in the multiplayer, and it really does. It's one-hit kill unless you hit the limbs, which is obviously then 2. But if you hit anywhere other than the arms or legs, it's a one-shot kill, so that is nice. I haven't seen anyone trying to quickscope yet, so I can't comment on that at this time. And semi-automatic right here, the XPR. Let's see, deadly from chest up, and that just says high fire rate. So those are those. The specials is the assault shield. You'll see right there. You know, basically the riot shield, same type of thing, just futuristic looking. Submachine guns, MP7, PDW, Vector, MSMC. The CQB, I'll just say, I don't know, Chickholm, and the Scorpion EVD. I guess I don't need to scroll back to the left to go down. And that is all of these primary weapons. I'll go back and go to all the attachments. I'll have to go through the different kinds of weapons actually, but you'll see for the assault rifles, you can just look through these really quick. I don't need to read most of these to you. You'll see dual mag. You know, this is faster aiming. It's that handle that goes on it. Target finder, you'll see identifies enemies and notifies when an enemy is in the crosshair. Interesting. Select fire, that is so cool that you can actually get an attachment that lets you select fire. You'll see between automatic and burst. That is really cool that there's finally select fire in Call of Duty. Anything else? The stock is just faster aiming. I thought, see, it's called adjustable stock. I thought maybe you can actually hit a button and it adjusts the stock, changing your stats on the gun or something. That'd be amazing, but this just is faster when aiming. Hybrid, you guys know, launcher MMS detects lingering heat signatures from stationary enemies through materials at up to 25 meters. So that's pretty much the anti-camper sight. It is weird looking, I have used it on my gun. It is weird looking, and it's like constantly sending out a pulse across the ground. Like you can see it going out in waves, like a Counter-Strike, like a Splinter Cell when you use your goggles and it kind of goes across the floor and you can see through walls. It's kind of similar to that, but only when you're looking through your sight, obviously. But that's really it for assault rifles. Everything else, you know, you can just look at them, read them off, and go through those really quick. I'll go to the shotgun attachments. You can look at these really quick. The only new one on these is the long barrel, which increases range. That's the same on the pistols, I believe. Well, these are first. Zoom, variable zoom on light machine guns, and rapid fire on a light machine gun. That's insane, but we'll see how that works out. And dual band is a night vision scope interlaced thermal overlay. Interesting. So I think those are it. I thought they had the long barrel too, but I guess not. I was just remembering incorrectly. Target finder again. Light machine gun attachments. Sniper rifle attachments, obviously variable zoom and dual band. And then here's the new one. Reduces weapon sway when aiming. Ballistic CPU. That's it. That's all it is. Reduced weapon sway when aiming. So I guess you have to have a sight for that. Aw, no attachments. So machine guns. Long barrel and rapid fire. Those are pretty much the only two new ones. I mean, they're not new because they were on other ones, but they're the only ones that are really different. And that's it. That's it for attachments for the primary one. Secondary, we obviously have the pistol, the 5.7, the TAC-45, which is a really good pistol. The B23R, that's the burst shot pistol like the Rafika. The Executioner, which obviously they had to put a 6-shooter in here. And the auto pistol, the Cap-40. The launchers, you have small, obviously. This is the anti-air and the RPG. Oh, so it can lock on enemies, I mean turrets or whatever, and this one can't. So those are the difference between those. Obviously, crossbow and ballistic knife are back. They had to do it. Let's see the crossbow attachments. Tri-bolt fires a bundle of 3 bolts at a time. Sick! I didn't even know that till right now because this is the first time I've looked at the crossbow under the custom class. So there you go. Those are the attachments for those, and of course the ballistic knife doesn't have any. And oh, that's it. I'll look at the pistols for you really quick, if I could learn how to use this. Nothing really new. Obviously, tactical knife is back, dual wield is back, long barrel is the only new one, really. Right there. Increased range, so that's cool. Go through the perks really quick. We got lightweight, you know what that is, except that there's no pro version of the perks in this. It's just lightweight, and you have 2 pros to it, like move faster, take no damage from falling. That's just lightweight. That's not lightweight pro. Interesting. Hardline, Scorestreaks faster, obviously. Blind eye, undetectable by AI controlled air support, so anything that you don't fly yourself can't be detected. Take less explosive damage, flak jacket, and ghost is cannot be detected by UAVs while moving, planting, or defusing bombs, or while controlling score streaks. So this is evidently you still show up if you're camping with ghost. So if you're not moving, you still show up is what that's looking like, because it says cannot be detected by enemy UAVs while moving. So that's really interesting, that if you're sitting still, evidently ghost doesn't work. That's actually really cool that they did that. Really useful. And you'll see that blind eye and ghost are in the same one, so you can't use both. So you're either going to be detected by those or you're going to be detected by those. So that's nice. Actually, I'll show you some way to get around that in a second, that you can get around that and use both. But go down to perk 2, toughness, less flinch, which is really useful, because I'll tell you what, you flinch a lot in this game. Like you get shot and you're just like, ah, and you just swing your gun around. So not real. Cold-blooded. Resistance to targeting systems, including dual band, target finders, sensor grenades, so pretty much all those sights. And there's a sensor grenade in this, which I'll see in the things. And player-controlled aircraft. So there's the opposite of Ghost Right. Blind Eye. Here's actually player-controlled aircraft. No name or red crosshair when targeted. So there's a lot of stuff right there, and you can use that with Ghost or Blind Eye. So I don't know. And like I said, there's a way to get it to where you can actually use all 3 of these. So I don't know. Fast hands, swap weapons faster and use equipment faster. Reset the fuse when throwing back frag grenades. Really cool. You can throw back frag grenades and reset the fuse in multiplayer. Cool. Hardwired, immune to counter UAV and EMP. Useful. And scavenger, obviously, you know what this is. Except that, look, you don't actually get things if they're killed by explosive weapons. You don't actually get the scavenger thing. So, interesting. I just found that out right now too. But those are all those. Third perk, Dexterity, aim faster when sprinting, mantle and climb faster, extreme conditioning, you know that, sprint for longer. Engineer, show enemy equipment in the world, delay triggered explosive, reroll, and booby trap care packages. So that's pretty much like the perks that have been in the other ones where it lets you see equipment through walls and delay triggered explosives, except that this also now does the reroll booby trap care package, just like a hardline or whatever it was in the last one would have done. So that's what's different there. Tactical Mask reduces the effects of flashbang, concussion grenades, and shock charges, which is a new one in this. Dead Silence obviously moves silently, and awareness, enemy movements are easier to hear. So Dead Silence and awareness together, like I said, once again, you can do, very useful to put those two together. Lethals, you got the grenade, the Semtex, the combat axe, the bouncing Betty, the C4, and the Claymore. You guys should know what all of those are. And here's all the tactical ones. You'll see there are quite a few new ones. Concussion, smoke grenade, not new. Sensor grenade, obviously. Detect enemy soldiers within line of sight. So that is cool. Sensor grenade right there. EMP grenade and shock charge. Here's how these are different. Disable nearby enemy electronic systems. And this actually, it's like a proximity triggered mine that electrocutes and stuns nearby enemies. So there's the difference there. One's systems, one's enemies. Black Hat is used so you can hack equipment and care packages or disable enemy vehicles. That is so cool that that's in here. This whole futuristic thing is really helping Call of Duty, I think, in this game. Flashbang and trophy system, you guys know, and tactical insertion is back, but you'll see unavailable in free-for-all game mode. So they did actually, you know, learn that at least. That's all of that. Now, here's the special things. These wild cards right here. This right here, see perk 1, perk 2, perk 3 greed. This is how you can actually use 2 of each perk. Like, you'll see up at the top, you're only allowed 10 things. So you'll see right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's why I have 7 out of 10. If I add something right here, which automatically doubles it, you can't pick 2 different tactical grenades. But if I add one there, now I have 8 out of 10. So you'll see that that's how this does it. You have 10 things you can use, and you can mix it up however you want. Now, say I want to be a bitch, and I want to do Ghost and Blind Eye. Okay, I hit perk 1 Greed, and now look, I can do Ghost, and Blind Eye. Then I can come down here and do Cold-Blooded. I'm a fucking ghost now. Like, that is just insane, the fact that you can do that. And, oh wait, and this one is that. So you'll see I have 10 out of 10 now. So if I want to do this and add a second one, perk 2 Greed, I'll have to actually get rid of something I already have. So I'll get rid of the second concussion grenade, right? Because I don't really need 2 concussion grenades. Now I can go up and do this. Oh yeah, this actually counts as 2. I forgot. That counts as a spot, and it counts as a spot. So now I'll get rid of the second concussion grenade. See, that counts as a spot right there, and then actually doing it counts as a spot. So that's actually cool how they did that. So in order to do something gay like this, it does cost you 2 points. So you'll see that now I have no tactical grenades, no attachments on my primary or secondary gun in order to do this. And if I wanted to add a third one here, I'd have to take away something else, probably my grenade. Obviously, I wouldn't go and get rid of my gun or my pistol. Then I would have, 6 perks technically, which is like, whoa, overpowered, but I have no grenades, no attachments. It's just my 2 guns it's down to. So that's the way they're kind of balancing this out. But you'll see, now I am immune to all those things, immune to those things, immune to those things, and those don't work on me. I can't remember what it was. Counter UAV and EMP, those don't work on me. So you see, I'm like master assassin right now, but all I have is my 2 guns. And, well, the grenade, but if I wanted to double this one up, then I would do that. Like I said, do this one. And actually, I'd have to get rid of 2 things. So you'll see I'll have to do this, get rid of my, oh, whoops. I meant to get rid of that. So now I can do this, and to do that, I'd have to get rid of my pistol. So now I have 6 perks and only my gun. You'll see, I am pretty much master fucking assassin. Like, best assassin ever. But I only have my primary weapon to rely on. So you'll see how this kind of balances everything out. I do really like this system. But I'll go over the rest of these really quick. Overkill, 2 primaries. Secondary gunfighter is add a second attachment to your secondary weapon, and primary gunfighter is add a 3rd attachment to your primary weapon. That's secondary weapon, I don't know if I said that, but add a 3rd attachment to your primary weapon. So useful stuff. Tactician is take a tactical grenade instead of your lethal grenade, and this is take a second lethal grenade. That's pretty much it for the created class. That's pretty much everything you need to know on created class. I don't know how long this video is, but I'm going to go straight into Scorestreaks really quick because I'm just going to name them all off for you. So you'll know here is the list of all the Scorestreaks, which little important information right here. They are not kill streaks. They are score streaks. You'll see that in order to get the UAV, you need 350 points, not 3 kills. This means that an assist will help you get this. This means that capturing flags, planting bombs, all those things help you get your kill streaks now. I mean, score streaks. See, I did it. It's not just about kills. That is a great way for Call of Duty to go. A lot of people say it's helping, it's more leaning towards the casual players and everything, but to me it's leaning towards objective players. The guys that run and actually do the objective while the other people are kill whoring, now they can get their score streaks too. But I'll go through these really quick. UAV, RCXD, you know those. Hunter Killer, this is infantry deployed drone that seeks out an enemy target or vehicle. This is a little thing. It's like a little UAV thing you pull out and you throw it up into the air and it locks onto the closest person and it just flies down and explodes. It's kind of like a flying RCXD that drives itself. Care Package, counter UAV, you know those. Guardian, a placeable dish that projects a cone of microwave radiation that stuns and impairs enemies. You see this in the trailer where it's like it's doing that weird noise and it's shooting out the wavy radiated air, and you'll see the people kind of slow down. It's like they're getting hit by a concussion grenade and everything. That's what that thing does. Hellstorm Missile is pretty much a cluster bomb. That's pretty much all you need to know right there. You're calling it a cluster bomb. Lightning Strike, launch a coordinated lightning strike on 3 locations. Really cool. Sentry Gun, Death Machine, and War Machine, you know. This is the minigun and the bazooka from Black Ops, how you could get those kill streaks. Dragonfire is amazing. This is a remote-controlled quad rotor with a lightweight machine gun. You fly this thing around, and you shoot people, and it's amazing, because it's just the view and how small it is and maneuverable it is. This thing is so fun. The AGR is you'll see an autonomous ground robot that patrols for enemies. Can be remote controlled. This is like that little dog-looking mech. I guess it's not dog-looking. That's in the campaign I was thinking. But this is this little mech. You'll see it in the picture actually. And it just drives around and kills enemies. And you can actually hold square and you can control it and drive around and shoot enemies. Obviously, you can be killed. Not too difficult. I tested it out with the bots and they killed me fast enough. You'll see the Stealth Chopper, you know what that is. Orbital VSAT, that is the Blackbird from Black Ops. You'll see shows positions and directions and cannot be shot down. It's the Blackbird. Escort Drone, you know that from, I think that was Modern Warfare 3 that had that. EMP Systems. Warthog is a jet aircraft that provides close air support via several strafing runs. This thing is really, really strong, and like the battle chatter that is in this game sounds so good and so real. Like this guy comes in and you know he has that voice and he's like, coming in for strafing run from east side, over, clear the vicinity. Like, and he talks to you, and then he comes in and he drops the bombs and he's like, oh, roger that, 3 kills confirmed, coming in for second strafing run. Like, it's so badass, and he comes in, he does 3 strafing runs, I believe, over the map, and I killed a lot of people when I used that. That thing's really powerful. The Lodestar is a lays missile targets remotely. I don't like reading that. Lays missile targets remotely from the Lodestar. This is, they had something like this in Modern Warfare 3, I want to say. But anyway, it's like you click and it shoots a missile, but then if you move your analog stick, you can actually guide the missile midair, right? That's why it says laser designated. You can actually, like, I could shoot it on the right side of the map, move my analog stick, hit someone on the left side of the map if I see him. You know, you can fly him in air. Be the gunner of a powerful VTOL warship. That's thing, you know, it's just chopper gunner, pretty much is what this thing is. You can fly it and you can shoot. And K9 unit, obviously, the attack dogs. You don't think that Treyarch's not gonna bring their dogs back, do you? And Swarm, which is so badass. It's like a million of these hunter killers. You know, the infantry deployed drones that seeks out targets or enemy vehicles that I told you about. But you don't actually throw this one. In this one, you call them in, and if you look up in the sky, you literally see the sky filled with hunter drones. Like they don't all kill people. Obviously, it'd be too overpowered. But it just looks so epic. It's filled with the sky, and I seriously got, I don't even know, I got like 10 kills with it. Like. You get a lot of them. They just keep coming down. Boom, kill, boom. They just fly down from the sky, and the sky's just covered in them like a swarm, like of bees, and it just looks really badass. But those are the score streaks, and you'll see this 1900 is for the biggest kill streak. So that's 19 kills, or obviously all the objectives and everything included. So it's not even 19 kills. If you look at all the assists you're gonna get, all the other points you're gonna get for everything. It's really not too difficult in this to get the kill streaks. Like, it's not easy, obviously, because if you die you have to start back at 0, but it's just not, it's not like you have to camp in one spot and get 25 kills in a row. You know, like, it's not like that. You obviously have to get your kills every in a row, but this isn't 19 kills with all the assists and everything else. It's nicer. It's more team oriented. It's more, it's almost more casual gamer, but at the same time, it's not like anyone can just come in and get this many points. You know, it does take skill to a certain degree to do it as well. But that's it for the created class and score streaks. In the next video, I'm going to talk about everything you do in the barracks and the Codcast, which you'll see me go over here. You can pick your teams in this mode. Codcast. They have a built-in, what's it called, shoutcasting system, where you can actually watch the game and shoutcast it, and you can. The interface is amazing. I'll show you that in the next video too. But thanks for watching this one. This was the created class and score streaks of Black Ops 2. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next one.